always sucked at sports, but I'm down.
No, this one's so fun because I'm bad at sports.
Okay, good. So I'm hanging out with my friend Crosby today. We're going to play volleyball. Anything sports related, I am not good at. I was never big on sports growing up. Certainly am not now. Anything cardio I'm good at, but nothing like throwing balls or whatever.
Like everyone playing, I think is bad at sports.
Good. That makes me feel better. Just so you know, I am doing a reality show, so you're on camera right now.
Okay, that's totally fine with me.
So I just had to let Crosby know that I'm filming a show right now, just to keep it fair. I didn't want to record everything without her knowing. Fuck, never mind. Fuck my reality show, my career's canceled.
It's already done.
But then my camera is trying to give me a sign that maybe this isn't something that I should do, but I'm not gonna listen.
It falls again, it's a sign.
That, and I'm not gonna take it. As you see, I have a new car for now, because
I see her.
I got T-boned.
I remember, yeah. How are you after that?
I'm good. In November, I was T-boned by a truck on my driver's side. Thankfully, I survived and I was okay with no injuries, but my car was not okay and I had to get a new one.
That's scary.
Yeah, you hit me on this side. Like, I literally,
Did you have like PTSD?
no. Because there's other things in life.
different.
I tend to handle situations very calmly anyway. Like, shit's always surreal to me. So I'm just always like, oh, okay. When things happen, I tend to just accept it. The way that we respond to things is not going to change what it is. So I usually do very well in just accepting it and facing it. It was my fault anyway, so I got a ticket for it, but I have a lawyer that's gonna just take care of it, so I'm not gonna have it on my record.
Perfect. So why are you filming a reality show?
Just because, kind of explaining why I'm doing this is, it would just be a long answer. I could explain many reasons as to why I'm wanting to do this, but ultimately I'm gonna keep it simple. It's something I've always wanted to do. I just always wanted to have like a little...
You want someone to talk to?
Reality, yeah, like a reality style on my channel. And my family's in it. It's about me. I always felt like I needed friends to do it, but no, my family is literally interesting enough to do that crap. Like, my dad by himself can carry the show on his back. Like, and if there's anything you don't want to talk on camera, just let me know and I'll turn it off.
I don't care. I have no privacy. Everything I say is on my Twitter anyways.
Crosby is unapologetically herself, and that's what I love. How come you're living in Buda now?
Okay, so my family has this crazy dynamic, as you already know. Lately, things have been really tense since Lexi came back. She's super messy and gross, and Karen does not do anything to clean up, but she does not like the mess, so she just complains about it. I told Karen that I did the dishes, my dad did the dishes. Not that big of a deal, okay? She throws her fucking plate across the kitchen, getting chili everywhere. It looks like someone fucking threw up. It was so gross.
She like actually threw it on purpose?
Yes, and
Why?
then she like screamed and she was like, "It's so fucking messy! I fucking hate this messy hands!" And I was just standing there and I was like...
I'm listening to this story and I'm in shock. Mind you that this is someone I also know and I've known since I was a child.
She started screaming at me saying I'm gonna be a little kid and I want to have my car keys. Little kids can't drive.
Does she pay for
And
that car?
I was like, first off, the car is entirely it's my car. Like, it's mine. No, you're not getting my car.
And you're 21 years old.
Yeah. So I was like, girl, I don't have a full-time job like you want me to. But I've made a lot of progress in my life. And it'd be cool if you could like appreciate it. And she was like, that progress does not help this family. And I was like, girl, I wanted to kill myself if someone told me the wrong thing at the wrong time. Like, I was such a freaking thin rope. You should be glad that I'm alive. And then she throws the air fryer, or the deep fryer at me, slams into the ground, it fucking shatters. And that's like the big, thick, like, Daddy-O fryer.
She sounds like psycho.
She has gone crazy.
She would not last a day in my house.
So I push her into the counter.
Good.
And I say, I need you to get away from me right now. And I run away, like covering my ass. I'm so scared she's gonna fucking whack me. I packed my stuff and she was like, get out, get out. And she also like threw more chili like down the stairs at one point.
It's not okay what happened, and I am so glad that Crosby did what she needed to do in order to get out of that situation and not let this person walk all over her. Every family has their dynamic and every family has their problems. I'm pretty sure that this will all get sorted out soon, but in the meantime, I'm happy that Crosby has a place to go to. I hope that the family is also able to see Crosby's effort and acknowledge that appropriately. Oh, I had told you I confronted her about some stuff.
Yeah.
She never responded, but she read it.
She told me about it.
What did she say?
I don't remember. She was like, Phillip texted me. And I was like, really? Like, what do you say? Because I knew. And she was like, you just said some things. Makes me think.
There was a very important situation where I felt this person did not have my back when they should have. It sucks when you see someone as family and they just kind of turn their back on you. I'm glad I got her thinking.
She thinks she is a good Christian. She's not. No offense
I'm
to
Christian
her.
too. This subject is really big for me because growing up in the church, I felt like I was always surrounded by people who pretended they were perfect people. It's okay to not be perfect, and it's one thing when someone says, I'm not perfect, and they own that, versus someone who says, I'm not perfect, but they act like they are. Growing up, I just felt like I wasn't normal because everyone else acted perfect. I appreciate relating to Crosby on this subject because we both have strong faith, but we're also not the most perfect people. But we're accepting of that and we don't bash ourselves for it. And ultimately, all that matters at the end of the day is our faith.
I'm Christian and I want to eat pussy so badly. I would not have invented scissoring if you did not allow it.
Yeah.
That is too good.
Like, people don't realize, like, people get surprised when they find out I'm Christian because, like, I don't act stuck up about it.
Yeah.
But, like,
same.
a bitch is Christian as fuck.
I've gone through a whole journey. I'm meant to look in a church soon, but like you follow me on Instagram. My last post is about my Tinder match asking me if I was a fan to eat diapers. I need a job so bad.
I really hope that Crosby gets a job that suits her well and that she doesn't have to hide who she is. So before we meet up with the friends, we're getting Starbucks and just hanging out in the car and talking about some really juicy stuff.
Okay, first off, I totally think the girl from Starbucks was hitting on me. I don't know if you saw. She was, right?
I think so.
Oh, shoot. Okay. Anyways, have you taken the baby swim test?
No.
Are you into that?
I'm very,
Are you vanilla?
I'm definitely not into fetishes. Like, don't ask me to do anything extra because it's not happening. I just don't like that. I'm not into that. I understand that everyone has their preferences and I'm okay with that. I support my friends who have preferences, but me personally, no, it's not happening. Yeah, but I'm also very submissive.
So you're yourself?
Mm-hmm.
But like, it's just like generic, like you're the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're never top.
Hell no.
I'm not surprised at all. You're like getting spanked?
Oh, yeah, that's actually nice. I love when someone slaps my ass. Not too hard, but like, you know, a good... I definitely am not open about this with everyone, but Crosby is someone I could talk to about anything. I'm just super comfortable with her, and it's fun talking about this with someone who you can relate to. But,
I want to be whacked. I want to be bloody.
Oh, hell no, not for you. I don't like even getting, like, my dick sucked. I like getting ate out.
You are fun.
Yeah. I like
crazy.
to suck dick. Like, I'll suck your dick all night.
But don't touch yours.
Yeah.
Do you
Eat my
masturbate?
ass. If I find the person like sexually attractive.
Yeah, but you're really picky.
It's rare I ever talk to anyone. I think it's better to get comfortable with just that one person because it's hard to reestablish that comfort with different people each and every time. Like, it takes time to really get to that level with someone where you feel comfortable with them enough to enjoy it. The hookup world just doesn't allow that because I'm very particular and I'd rather be comfortable with the person. Otherwise, I'm just not gonna enjoy it. I'd rather just like have that one person and just,
I'm a whore.
I want to be a whore for someone.
That's my ultimate goal, but I'm also so scared of people getting to know me. But I'll just be a whore for like one person for like a month, and then I'll be like, crash, bye. Then move on to the next person. And throughout quarantine, I've become way more submissive.
I have a dominant personality, like a strong personality,
Same.
but I'm submissive.
I'm definitely someone I will let you know if I feel like my boundaries are being crossed, but at the end of the day, it's just nice to be able to surrender that to someone and just let them take the role.
My favorite dynamic is like a shy dom and a not shy sub. That's my favorite.
Yeah, me too. Have they asked about us yet? Like what's the song?
I told we're getting drinks because I'm like open.
I'm really glad that I got to hang out with Crosby tonight. It's always nice getting to see her and catch up. We both have been friends since we were little kids. We grew up going to church together. I'm happy that our friendship has extended into our adulthood. So I'm visiting my mom because it's going to be Easter Sunday soon and it's her favorite holiday.
Oh, hi Gizzy. Hi. I missed you too, I miss you too. I miss you, baby. I miss y'all. Hey Mom, what are you up to?
I just want to do something nice for her, show her my appreciation, tell her that I love her, and give her cute treats on her favorite day.
What are you up to?
Nothing, I was just with Latrice earlier at the park, and then I had appointments earlier, so I've just been out all day.
Running around, huh?
Yeah, since the morning. That's the last bunny that you gave Justin for Easter.
Yeah.
The stuffed animal that I gave my mom is the last stuffed animal that she gave to my brother last Easter before he passed away, so I felt like it was important to give that back to her. I think that it's very special and it's much different than just buying a brand new stuffed animal. This has so much meaning attached to it already.
And then I got you a chocolate that's a foot long.
My mom loves Snickers, Reese's, chocolate bunnies, so I spoiled her with it all.
Wrote a message for the picture. That was on your birthday last year.
Yeah.
I was thinking of you, and I wish things had been different during my teenage years, but
Can't live on the what ifs. You can't go back and change it. You just go forward and
yeah.
I also put in there a picture of me and Mom on her birthday last year. I wrote a special message on the back just saying that I appreciate her and that I wish I was nicer and more appreciative as a teenager. Nobody's perfect, and especially during your teenage years, you're bound to have an attitude or be a little ungrateful. But as an adult now, I often think of it and it's just a weight that I carry. And I just want to let her know that I am sorry and that I do appreciate everything that she's ever done for me.
Did you know about Bo and Lexus? They are having a fourth baby.
she's pregnant.
Yeah,
Well, I hope this one's a girl.
that's what they're hoping. I was at their house. Bo had asked me, hey Phillip, what's in the oven? And I looked and there was a hamburger bun on the pan, and I was like, there's a bun in the oven. And he's like,
Put it in the oven.
and it took me a minute, but I looked at Lexus and I was like, oh, are you pregnant? And she was like, yep. And I didn't know, but she was recording me, and I looked at the camera, or I looked at her phone, and I was like, yeah, you're definitely pregnant. Because why else would you be recording me?
So Bo and Lexus are having another baby, and they had a reveal in a funny and creative way.
There's a hamburger bun in
There's a what?
Where's the bun?
In where?
It's on a pan, on a big pan.
Yeah, but where is it?
It's in the oven. Bun in the oven. Oven in the bun. Are you pregnant?
Yes.
Oh my god. That one fast. That was me as a baby. And then that was Justin. So you wanted me to take a blanket home?
Yeah, it's in that bag. It's around the
Oh.
bun closet.
Yeah, I'll take it. Who's smoking in here? Is Callie smoking in the
The bathroom. Do you like Dove?
Yeah, I'd use it. Why, do you not want that?
What? You want to cater 2 and 2?
I mean, if you're not gonna use it, I'll take it. Yeah, well, I wanted to just bring that to you, see how you were doing, and oh, it works.
Yeah.
Hopefully the spring brings the color out again.
Mom treasures her garden, and unfortunately during the winter storm it seemed to kill everything, so I'm hoping that it all grows back soon.
And I like that light. They got them at the Dollar
They look
Tree.
real.
Yeah, I like these.
Good night.
Good night. Thank you.
Love you.
Love you too.
And yeah, I didn't know if I could come between now and Easter.
I'm glad that I got to see my mom today and drop off her gift. I'm really happy that she likes everything, and I'm just ultimately happy that I got to see her and tell her I love her. So Dad wanted to show me something but requested that I record it. I didn't have a camera person, so I just pulled out my phone. It seems like it's something very important that Dad wants to talk about.
I haven't washed this in 3 months. Sleeping in my dead son's bed. I spend all my hours watching computer on TV. All my medications here.
So what are you saying? You're saying that this is your way of neglecting yourself? Your depression?
Yes. And trying to figure I'm not right. If you are laying in a bed 8 to 10 hours a day, at least, there's much neglect. I just wanted to let you know where my head's at and how bad depression can get. I am by no means suicidal. I cannot see, or for the life of me, figure out how somebody wants to hurt themselves. I just can't imagine. I have guns, and I got one on my hip right now. I can't imagine having to use this thing and shoot another person. The thought of that is so repulsive.
In August of 2020, I lost my younger brother Justin to suicide. It was a self-inflicted gunshot wound to the head. He was only 17 years old, a few months shy of 18. I was the one who was present in the house the night that it happened, and I was the one who had to alert every single member in my family about what happened. It's definitely surreal going through that. It was essential for me to stay calm, for me to stay afloat during that situation. I was told by the authorities that I played the parent role that night. I was just in survival mode, and I knew that I had to be strong for everyone else because everyone else was in such a bad state. That was definitely the hardest night of my life, having to bear the news to everyone and figure out that situation by myself. But thankfully, we as a family made it through that night, and we've made it through together up to this point. In that kind of situation, it's essential that everyone just works together, stays together. No one prepares you for that kind of situation. No family should ever have to go through that, but yet prepare for something like that. It's just a situation that's so terrible. Even though it was crazy to go through that situation and find him, I just couldn't be mad at him for that. I don't want to put that on him. No words can really explain. It's just kind of messed up to see someone come home for the very first time as a baby and then to be carried out after their passing. It's been hard to see that the family has had such a tough time, but I'm just glad that I could be there by Dad's side, that I can be someone who he can talk to.
Dre, sit your ass down and get off of it. He's screaming family. He wants a bigger pack.
No, you're such a liar. He is happy here.
When Dad gets a little drunk, for some reason he starts feeling guilty and talks about how he's not the best owner for Dre and wants to get rid of him because Dre deserves a better family. I know for a fact that is not going to happen. It's happened once before where Dad almost gave him back to his original owner. No way was I going to let that happen? We are his forever home. We rescued him from a bad environment. There's no way that I would let Dre become accustomed to us and then let him be given away. Dogs are children. I do not see dogs as any different than family. They know who their people are. You can't just throw a dog into different homes. I don't think people should get pets if they don't intend to keep them forever.
That was a poor choice of words. I'm not a liar.
So maybe, yeah, it wasn't cool to call Dad a liar, but I just didn't know how else to say it. But it's true. He needs to stop this thinking. We're keeping Dre. No ifs, ands, or buts.
I just want you to know we're not getting rid of him. You've already tried to get rid of him once, and I stopped us. I stopped that from happening.
This is Phillip's idea of how the dog should behave. I'm thinking no. Huh? He is such a character, isn't he?
So why do you talk about he needs a family, he needs to leave us behind?
He is such a freaking character, man.
So then realize your blessings and be thankful that he's here. And Dre is unlike any other dog. This is a dog that Justin brought into the home shortly before his passing. So it's almost as if it was Justin's last gift to Dad before his passing. Dre knew Justin as well. So Dre is a very special dog. And he's Dad's best friend. I think Dad just projects his insecurity or his sadness by trying to push Dre away as if he doesn't deserve anybody. But that's just toxic thinking.
But it's not quite the capacity that I hope for.
Well, you have to accept reality. So Dad wanted me to film this.
And yeah, and what you see in this room is total despair.
So what you're saying is you want to change?
Yes.
And how do you plan to embark on this journey?
I know what Dad's getting at, but I really wanted to dig deep and have him think and express how he's really feeling.
Hey, I got a fucking dog that finds that his greatest love is to bite.
So how do you plan to change?
Not sure.
Dad definitely knows there's a problem and is able to identify what that is, but you just have to take it step by step. Recognizing it is certainly the first step.
Well, the effort's all that counts, even if you don't have a solid plan, as long as you make the effort.
Well, here's the thing. There's something called empty nesters. Your mom and I had kids for years, right? We parted right about the time when we were going to be empty nesters. Those are hard times for parents. You go from having a mission in life to all of a sudden not.
What's funny is I know what Dad is talking about. I've never had children, but I grew up in the household with my family. Us 3 kids, a mom and dad. The household is now down to just me and Dad. I grew up used to just having everyone around, even if the dynamic wasn't always the best, or even if I fought with my siblings or wanted my own space. It can be very sad sometimes to think about how everyone is away now. Justin's passed, Hannah has her own place, Mom moved to her own place because her and Dad split. So at my age, I feel that empty nester feeling. It's just so weird. But Dad experiencing that as someone who was once married, that must be tough.
I feel in a way you used to envy that life, because I remember you telling us as kids, you know, all my friends, their children are grown and I'm 40 with kids.
Yes.
But now it's different.
Well, I spent more time with family in the past few years than I did with friends. But, you know, I don't have a partner. It's a shame that your mother and I were not partners for life. That hurts a lot,
And it sucks that the only person you have right now is your son, your middle child. Of any kid that you could have been stuck with, why your middle child?
What the fuck are you saying? That is stupid shit. Phillip, where's Phillip? Get him! Lick his lips.
I definitely like to joke around with Dad, even when it seems like I shouldn't be joking, you know, in a very serious moment. But that's me and my dad's relationship. We joke around a lot, and it definitely distracts him from his feelings. Sometimes he's feeling down, and then I'll make a joke, and then he'll smile and laugh, and you'll see the joy in his face, and it's a good distraction. It's nice to take a little vacation away from the sadness and the emotional feelings. And I do like to pull my dad's leg a lot.
No, not me. See how your dog listens? That's your dog. See how?
He's your dog too.
And he's being very naughty himself. I am not happy with your behavior in the last few days. The nipping, he needs to get nutted quick.
Nutted?
Yeah.
I think that's a different term. I think you need to use something else. Because when someone says they've nutted, you know what that means?
I'm not talking about for his gratification. Nutted as in
Neutered.
neuter.
Yeah, I think it's best to just say neutered and not he needs to get nutted.
Yes, Dre is a 1.5 years old already, and we still haven't gotten him neutered.
But I like his nipping. Him and I got kind of understanding, but he's pushing the boundaries.
So then what do you want to do to change your lifestyle?
Right now, come on, I'll show you. Get on that end. I want you to pick up this end. I want to move it against the wall.
So you want us to move
The incident happened in Dad's bedroom, and so we had to have a company come and clean and disinfect the room and remove all hazards that were contaminated. The carpet was stripped, some furniture of Dad's was even taken. The room is just different. It's stripped of everything, and Dad hasn't really touched that room.
this giant book or dresser.
Dad definitely sees it as a step to help better himself, to set everything back up in his room and get everything set up again so that he can move back into his room. I think that this is a big step for Dad because it may just be moving a dresser, but this is a big step. This is Dad working towards getting back into his room. Even if it's a slow and sure process, he started it.
Yeah.
So that helped you feel better?
No.
I asked you how you wanted to change, and you said by moving this. Did that at least help you feel better?
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, it did.
Good. We need to replace the carpet around the house. I mean, they had to tear this carpet out because of Justin, but there's carpet in the attic.
Yeah. All this shit is because of Justin's untimely death. And I have not come to terms with it yet. It shouldn't look like this in here. Where I sleep shouldn't look like what it does.
Just take some time and effort.
Dude, knock it off. No pause, no biting.
The relationship between Dad and Dre is just amazing, and I'm glad that they have each other. They are just so silly together. I can't even, where do I begin? But I think that they are a great pair. Even though Dad is in this dark place, I still see it in him. He's still a funny person, loves to act silly. I know where I get it from. He has his spirit still. He's just in a tough spot. I'm gonna be there for him to get him out of it. There's definitely nothing you can do to cure a loss of a child, but I don't expect Dad to be at his best right now. It's been less than a year, and there's no time limit on something like that. Everyone's on their own time. I'm just gonna be patient with Dad, and I'm gonna be there for him.
Holy moly. You want to bite them?
My family and my life is by no means perfect, but through this journey, through this series, it's just nice to feel like I'm not hiding anything anymore. I can be honest with who I am because I'm sharing my home life, my dynamic with everyone. I don't even feel like I've been this open with a lot of my friends. So I feel like in a way it's like they're re-meeting me. But all of that makes who I am. The good things about me, the bad things. There's a reason I was born into the life I was born into. There were certain lessons that I've just needed to learn along the way. I'm on a journey. I have full faith that I will achieve what I want in life. Life has taught me to just be grateful, have gratitude, take it day by day. I really wouldn't trade my life for anyone else's because I value the potential that I have. I'm excited to see where life takes me for sure, but I'm just gonna let the ship sail. We're given one life, and I don't want to be that person who looks back and wishes that I did things, or I want to be able to look back and say, I'm glad that I took the chances I did. I'm glad I embarked on these journeys because I lived life to the fullest. I did what was best for me. It's been so fun filming this season. I'm proud of everyone and I'm proud of myself. And I'm thankful for everyone who's watched.